While most people today produce music with a computer, standalone music devices have made a comeback, thanks to being simple, all-in-one solutions for making music. And while different standalones fill a certain niche or sound, today I'll share 3 reasons why the MPC One Plus is the best all-around standalone music device, especially for new music producers. I'll show you how it works, highlight some of its features, and hopefully help you take your first step into the world of standalone music production. The Akai MPC One Plus, released in May of 2023, is the entry-level option of the MPC line, as it streamlines the main features of the MPC platform into a small, all-in-one music production center, hence the name MPC. It can chop samples, record and sequence instruments, edit full songs, and comes with virtual instruments, effects, and plugins, all for the low price of $700, and you can find them used for as low as $400. Now, before I demonstrate how it works, here's 3 reasons why this is the best option for beginner music producers. If you are just starting out, you could get a laptop, an audio interface, and FL Studio. But the MPC One Plus is like having all 3 in one box. Plus, it's already set up and good to go. No need to download programs, drivers, and sync a bunch of hardware. You just turn it on, choose your sounds, and plug in your keyboard, microphone, guitar, USB stick, whatever. Everything just works. Press record, start playing, and when you are done, you can edit notes and effects with the touchscreen, a key advantage exclusive to the modern MPCs. Other standalones mainly use buttons and knobs, which can be fine and even intuitive, but it isn't nearly as fast as the touchscreen in doing detailed editing and automation. If you can't use a mouse, this is the next best thing. With preloaded sample packs and other expansions you can add, it can be your one-stop shop to make everything from pop to hip-hop to techno. And you have plenty of options to add more sounds. You can drag samples from a computer, sample directly from your phone, import sounds on USB sticks, or use the built-in SD card reader. And thanks to built-in Wi-Fi, you can get a trial of every instrument and plugin right from the box. And when you buy them online, you can just download them right to the box too. You can even download samples from splice.com right to the box. And given its small size and versatility, it's perfect to take with you for collabs or to play with it live. I've even added a battery pack to mine and taken it with me everywhere, making beats while waiting for my appointments, car repairs, or just killing time. Learning any music software is the biggest roadblock when it comes to making music, but with the MPC One Plus, the seamless integration between the software in the box and the dedicated buttons on the box make it the best way to easily program your beats and refine your songs. The software was designed with the buttons in mind, so every edit that you want to do can be done instantly, and it makes it feel more like an extension of your ideas, as opposed to just clicking through your music. Think of it like getting good with keyboard shortcuts, but taking it to a whole new level, and having the pads front and center, with the Q-Link knobs nearby, make trying out sounds and changing effects so instinctive that there is no roadblock between you having an idea and immediately wanting to try it out. Messing around and seeing what everything does just feels fun. Now that I just spent the past few minutes glazing the hell out of the One Plus, I can show you how simple it is to make a beat on this thing. Let's turn on the MPC. Let's start a new project. Comes preloaded with a trap kit to start. I like this kick. I like this hat. Not what about the snare? Let's change the snare. Let's go to browse. Let's go to expansions. Wow, this one alone already has 2,000 sounds on it. Let's see, let's search for a snare. Let's scroll through till I find something I like. I like that one. That's highlighted. This is highlighted. I'm just gonna click down to confirm. Now that snare is on this pad. Let's go back to the main page real quick. See, I want these sounds to all be at full volume, so I'm just gonna press full level. Now they're always at full volume. And while I'm at it, let's change the tempo real quick. Highlight that. Let's do like a 146. Next, let's go and tweak the sounds real quick. So once you hit track mix here, You can change the volume and change the pan and add the effects to each individual instrument. But let's say I want to do that for each of the drum sounds themselves. So press once for track mix, press twice for pad mix. Now that I pressed it twice, I'm in the pad mix. Tweak the volume, the pan on each of the individual sounds themselves. Press undo to get back to where you were. Do the same thing for the volume. Let's tweak the kick real quick. I'm gonna go to effects. So let's go to inserts. Here's where we can start adding some effects. I wanna give this a little bit more power, so I'm gonna go ahead and click down on this one. This is where all your effects live. There's different groups of effects, and there's so many that already come with the MPC. Quite a lot you got going on here. Oh yeah, you got some auto-tune effects down here too, just in case you're interested. But let's get back on track. Let's go here. Let's go to maximizer. Little boomy. Let's go ahead and edit that real quick with this pencil tool. I'm gonna go ahead and just change that. There we go. Mastering light gives it a nice little bit of power, a little bit of fullness. For real, I actually put this on pretty much everything. Go back. Let's add another effect. Add an EQ. And let's just tweak this EQ real quick. You see how like you can highlight one thing at a time, the little red square, and you can just tweak it one at a time? Well, if I want to affect an entire row all at once, you see that orange border? Now you can tweak them all at the same time using the Q links right here. So I can just do this. I'm gonna tweak this down for a second. Do this one more. All right, real quick, let's tweak the snare. I'm on my snare. Let's add some effects. Go to inserts, put on an enhancer real quick. All right, let's go ahead and tweak the enhancer. All right, it's nice and flat. And then give it a little bit more pop. Let's go to sends. Sends are just effects that are already built into your project. This top row will all go to like a reverb that's already in the project. Let's go ahead and highlight that. Add that effect. Cool, I like that. Okay, I like my sounds. Let's go ahead and record some drums. All right, now I think we're ready to record some drums. Let's go ahead and make the loop 16 bars long. You can see my sounds in this window. You can see what I'm about to record in this window. Let's go into that window by double tapping here. Now you can see the whole window. All right, let's go ahead and record. Let's press record, press play. Let's say I like that and I want to double it up. Let's hold shift, gives me separate options. Press select all, copy. Use this to move the playhead around where you're going to start the song at. Hold shift again, press paste. Now I've copied all those notes. Let's go to play start. It'll always start me from the beginning of where I'm at. Now I got some hi-hats. Now typically you could do the, but let's say you don't want to have to draw all those notes in. You could actually go to note repeat right here, hold it down, change the speed and how many notes are going to get played. And then once you do that, all you have to do is hold down. Let's go ahead and record that in. Record starts you something brand new. Overdub adds on top of what you've already recorded. And I got overdub here. I'm gonna go to play start. So make sure I hold this down real quick. I'm gonna go to play start. Now you can see I got these hi-hats, this kick and this snare. What if I want to add some extra notes on top? So watch this. Zoom in a little bit. Let's make the loop smaller for a second. I'm gonna just highlight this and drag it down to be 4 bars. Let's just loop that real quick. Let's say I want to add some more hi-hats on top. Just kind of add in some fills. See how I got the note repeat on the 8 notes right here? Just goes at that speed. If I put it up on 16, it goes faster. If I put it on 32, even faster than that. Keep it at 16 just for a little bit of spice. So you're gonna go to overdub, and then you're gonna go ahead and play start from the beginning. Now we got some drums. Let's go ahead and put some chords on top. So let's create a new instrument. We'll go to new track. We'll go to plugin. And then from here, there's so many options for sounds. And today we're just gonna start from the hype synth. So let's just scroll through the sounds until we find something we like. This lets you change up and down the octaves with these kind of notes here. Let's just scroll through. That's a nice one. You can do some good pop with that. That'd be nice. Or you can do some pretty cool lo-fi eerie beats with this. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, let's do this. That's pretty cool. All right, let's just take a look. Here's the stuff I could tweak with it real quick. Press this little window here. So many things you can add to the synths. You could change all the sounds here. Like, take a look at all this. You got that, you got that, you got that, you got that. But let's say I need some chords. Let's say I need an idea for a chord progression or just a direction on how the song is gonna flow. Let's go to this little pad icon right here. And now you can see all the different musical notes. If you put it on chromatic, you could play the notes up and down like a keyboard. You could do that. Chords, they got pre-built-in chords. But let's say you need a whole song idea, then you can also have pre-built-in progressions. So let's go to progressions here. This is a whole chord being played. Let's scroll down a little bit though. Oh, key of G, that's cool. Let's keep that. And then let's change like the different types of chord progressions. Yeah, that's what's up. All right, let's use that. So we're gonna go to main. I'm gonna go right here in arrangement just so you can see what we're recording. Let's hit record and record something brand new. Let's do it from play start. And we're just gonna play these chords in order over the beat. So let's see what that sounds like. Change it up a little bit. Cool. All right, that actually sounds pretty good. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's make an 808. The trap kit actually has an 808 on it already. We could just use that. So I got my sounds I put on it, but one of the preloaded sounds is this 808. So let's make that 808 its own instrument. I'll show you how to do that. So it's highlighted. Then we're gonna go to Program Edit, and we're gonna go to Global. Now we're gonna go to this 808, and we're gonna press this little keyboard icon here with the little star plus on top. Now what that did is it took that one sound and mapped it across all the drum pads. So now it has its own 808 instrument. Let's go a little lower. I'm gonna start with G here, so play around these highlighted notes. It's all gonna sound good in the context of the song. Just gonna hit record. I'm gonna start from the beginning. got a cool little beat going, but I want to add a lead on top just to give it a little bit more variety. Before I do that, let me just change this up real quick. You see how it says plugin number 1? I'm gonna hold down on this. I'm gonna press this little keyboard icon. I'm gonna type in chords, press close. Now I can tell what's what. Let's add a new instrument on top of all that. Let's go to plugin. So right off top, I know I want a piano. So let's just go ahead and just press this here and click in. And then you can see all the different categories of instruments. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go to piano, click on it. And then I'm gonna go to pop ambience. I like this one a lot. Could play it on this. I don't mind playing it on this, but I'm more naturally attuned to using a keyboard. So if I want to just plug in a keyboard, I can go ahead and do that right now. It's super simple. All right, let's go ahead and plug in a keyboard. Super simple. All we need to do is get the cord for the keyboard here. And then we could just plug this right into the USB port right here. Already works. I don't have to do anything extra. Right off the top, it works. Even the drum pads work. Quick tip, let's say you don't have a sustain pedal, but you want that effect on your piano. I'll show you how to add it now. Go to arrangement, double tap arrangement. You see this bottom part where it says velocity? Go ahead and click on that. Now these are ways you can manipulate your sounds. Let's go to add new. Let's go to MIDI. Let's go to MIDI CC. Let's scroll all the way down to 64 because that's the standard MIDI protocol for sustain pedal. Sustain on or off, click down on it. Use this little arrow, bring it up. I'm just gonna go ahead and draw in this automation to tell the MPC that I wanna keep the sustain pedal effect on the whole time. So now if I play a note, it rings out longer instead of just cutting off when I let go of the key. All right, let's go ahead and just play a little piano melody on top and see how it sounds. I've only scratched the surface of what this thing can do, but I always feel confident that no matter what my idea is, that this can help me bring it to life quickly and conveniently. And the amount of fun I get just following my instincts and recording right into the box is not something that I can really describe. It's something you'd rather have to experience for yourself. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and if you were on the fence about getting one, I strongly recommend you get one used. It's totally worth the value, and you'll have a lot of fun. Stay strong, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.